Welcome back to another walk around and test drive video here at Coyote Classics. Today we're going to be checking out a two-owner 1964 Galaxie 500 convertible. Now this isn't our typical show quality muscle car, but just a really nice entry-level classic, something that a guy can drive on the summer while he waits to do little things to it and restore.
Exactly. Not everyone can afford 30, 40, 50, 60,000. And so we're just going to put this one out there. It's just a cool low budget car.
Absolutely. But good ownership history, two-owner car.
Yeah, the cool thing with this is, and we'll go to the motor and stuff here, it's got a couple exhaust leaks, stuff like that, but it's still powered by its original 289 engine. Power steering has been added to this one, and under the hood's all original. I mean, this is the original paint. You can see the glue that held the original under the hood matting. Original paint still right there on the top of the cowl. Pretty cool car, and it sounds pretty good except for that exhaust leak that looks like a manifold gasket leak. As we go into the front bumper, you can tell the front bumper's got some scratches, stuff like that. The grille looks excellent though. Let's go ahead and see what this thing sounds like out the back end. Hey D, I think once a guy gets rid of that exhaust leak, this thing sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it does. I always love these Galaxies. I got kind of I just really like
them. Got a soft spot in your heart for them, D?
I do. They're just a really classy car. They're long. I love the white with the red interior. And yeah, it's not a show quality car, but it's really neat looking. And the original interior is beautiful on it.
Yeah, and if you go to our website, you guys, coyoteclassics.com, you're really going to be surprised. I mean, the body shows some damage here and there, and we'll get to that stuff. The paint's old. It's probably been repainted once, if any, in its life. Look at that undercarriage. Jay spent about 3 hours power washing all the dust and stuff off that thing, and it's really solid underneath. So that's a good, solid foundation to start with. As we go into the interior on it, its nice thing is it does not have the padded dash. So the dash really stayed nice. A couple little faded paint on the dash, but all in all, really good. Original steering wheel, original chrome and stuff on the front. Still has the original carpet with a slight fade. You can tell this is the original interior. And how you can tell that is just a little light, kind of darkens up a little bit here. Yeah, how about this? Yeah, somebody might have been just a skosh colorblind when they when they tried to fix this seat. It is definitely a shade off on the red, but the rest of it is original. So pretty cool. As far as our gaps and stuff like that goes, the hood does fit nice and flush to the top of the fender. It doesn't stick up in the back. It's been repainted. The bodywork isn't perfect. It's not the best. We have quite a few chips and touch-ups and stuff like that. It definitely needs a new paint job. There's some body filler here in the lower front fenders. You can see that cracking there. But again, go to the website, check out the floors and stuff. That, to me, is the most important part about this car. Rocker panel, bottom of the door seems very solid. Same thing here, you got some chip paint. But when you do see that chip paint, you can look in here and you're down to bare metal. So it doesn't have tons of coats of paint on it. Again, it's got some body filler in the lower quarter panels, front and behind the wheel. Original door handles. And I told Dalt, we're not going to pick on this thing. We're just going to be honest and say exactly what it is, because it is got a ton of cool things about it as well.
Yeah, it is. Neat car and neat ownership history.
Is that all you have to say, Dalt?
Neat car and neat ownership history. No, I do really like it, though.
All right. Original paint here in the door jambs, corner of the door, just like we want to see. There's no body filler there at all. Here's our bottom of the doors. Rubbers are still original. Door jamb paint. It's not perfect in any way, but it has been. It's very presentable. Original carpet, original sill plate. As we look up and down the sides, really white hides some stuff, but really not a bad car as far as straightness, D.
No, it's not. I noticed that as well. And really pretty good body lines on it too. The doors fit nice, trunk and hood line up well.
Bad, but
yeah, just a lot of little dings. Yep.
Yeah. All in all, it's in pretty good shape.
As we go around here on the wheel well, or the rear trim around the tail lights, we have some dings and stuff like that.
Yep.
Top of the trunk lid fits good here. Got the original top still on it. We'll get to that in a little bit. Got some blisters here. Some body filler in front of the wheel and behind the wheel. Yeah, it's got some filler both sides. Pretty typical of an old car. The previous owner of this one basically just had it for the last 30, 40 years and just took it in parades, stuff like that. Door panels are all original too, and you can see that by just the darkness here in the top of the door panels, armrests, stuff like that.
Got a couple of parking lot dings up here.
Yeah, that's the worst dent on the entire car right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see how it drives. As I mentioned before, a lot of them, the padded dash was an option, and a lot of times all they did is just shrunk and
Cracked.
Yeah, they look good.
Heater fan works. Horn works.
Yep.
Sounds good. And like before, that 289 is a real workhorse of an engine. This thing will just go and go and go.
Yeah.
It's like the energizing money.
Yeah, there you go. Looks like they added a different Pioneer radio under there, and that works.
I think that's like 1986 version.
Yep.
I remember those, man.
You sold those at Kmart when you worked there back in the day?
I didn't start working at Kmart until about 94. This is definitely older than the Kmart 1994 days. Gas gauge works, temperature gauge works, which is great. It's still over on that cool side. 77,000, 62 miles, and we have some pretty low mileage cars here. You know, this one, that's the cool part about these low mileage cars. They still drive good, but everyone's been taken care of a little different. This one hasn't had as good a care as the 68 Camaro Super Sport or some of these other low mileage cars. You know, it depends what somebody could afford back in the day. Back in the day, somebody could afford a high dollar paint job, or they did a Earl Shrive, and this one had the Earl Shrive.
Yep.
Good way to put it, huh?
Yep. But nice original interior, and it's a fun car for someone that wants something they can drive right away and tinker with. You know, because that's part of the old car hobby too, is tinkering and doing things. And
it is. We still have a lot of people that, you know, call us and want to be in this price range. You know, not everyone has, you know, liquid cash of 30, 40, 50 grand to spend.
Exactly.
Transmission kickdown works. How's it feel back there, Shane?
Feels pretty good. It does kick up pretty well.
You ready to go to a parade or what?
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to a parade.
There
Especially
you
riding
go.
in the back of this, I feel like a prom queen.
Yep,
Oh, there you go.
for a president.
Or that.
Yeah, we don't want to get political. 289 two barrel, it really picks up well.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, it does.
Shifts into third about 65 mile an hour. One thing I noticed with it, it goes really nice and straight down the road. The steering wheel is off a little bit, and there's just a little play in the steering wheel, which should be expected from a 50-year-old steering gear.
Speedometer works good. Doesn't look like that bounces either.
No.
Temp gauge is coming up.
Smells like they might have a couple of oil leaks, you know. Could be. Brakes go. Got drum brakes and they stop nice and straight. What do you think back there, Shay? You like it?
Yeah, I do. It really picks up. It stops nice. It's a really great driver's car. Like I said earlier, this thing is in driver's condition. You're able to just kind of start it up and get moving.
Exactly.
That's what I really like about this car specifically.
I would have to say I agree. Well, check it out on our website, coyoteclassics.com.
I'll put the link in the description. Check out the undercarriage on this Galaxie. Really neat, great starter car.